Simon,
Yes.
having experienced this 3-day mental and emotional wellness retreat, how have you changed? What is different versus when you first stepped in the door with now that you've completed this program? What are the changes that you've experienced for yourself?
I think one of the main things is that I came here with a lot of questions about myself, and I realised at the end of the day that what those questions were relating to was not necessarily me. I was asking myself to answer questions about expectations that I felt others were wanting from me, but ultimately what I've realised throughout the program is if I do what I need to do for myself, look after myself and give myself the respect and the love that I deserve, then inevitably those around me are going to see the benefits of being around me. And I think that's sort of the important thing that I've really taken out of it, because I've always put myself second, and I don't think by putting myself first anybody's going to miss out on anything. In fact, I think they're going to get far more out of me than they have in the past.
Right. So how does that feel for you?
Pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah.
I really do feel like I'm going home a completely different person, far more relaxed, far more in tune with myself. I've tended to live a life in the past years that I've always been in a high gear and going at 1,000,000 miles an hour and always wondering why I'm never catching up to whatever it was that I wanted to catch up to. And now I'm not trying to catch up to anything. I'm just going to focus on what the next task that needs to be done is, do that to the best of my ability, feel the satisfaction of that, and in essence that's going to just resonate, isn't it? Yeah. You talk about the ripple effect, and I think that is the ripple effect in a positive way.
Beautiful. Tune into that. What do you see are the changes, the tangible changes down the track for you as a result of this experience?
What's going to change in my life? Look, I think that my own personal growth and development, both professionally and emotionally, is going to benefit no end. I'm going to have a better focus on my relationship, which is very important to me. I'm going to have a better focus on myself in the relationship, which is going to mean that we as a couple will be able to communicate better, be able to coexist better. And in my professional life, I think that the fact that I have this sense of relaxation about me and this sense of neutrality, I suppose you would say, will allow me to be open to what's going around me in my business life and receive the signals that I need to receive, or the messages I need to receive, to be able to make good, strong decisions.
Beautiful. And what impact will that make, those decisions?
Well, you're talking inevitably you make more money when you do things like that. And I'm not averse to making more money. I do enjoy spending it, and that means that I will come home from a good day's work, a successful day's work, and be a far happier, more fulfilled individual. Not because of what I've achieved at work, because how I see myself.
Beautiful. That's what counts, isn't it?
That is really what counts, and the only thing I've never bothered doing is having a really good look at myself. I've always put myself in a serving role rather than at the forefront, and I now realise that's not a matter of being selfish.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so this experience here at Natural Attitudes, how has it been different from any other therapeutic things you've done in the past with other therapists that you've
That's a good question, and I've got a good answer.
Okay, let's hear it.
Look, I've gone and seen professional counsellors, psychologists, psychiatrists over the years, and for lack of a better way of explaining it, if you want to get out of the rut, the idea is not to dig a deeper hole in it. And I think, whereas I may have walked into the professionals knee deep, I've walked out up to my neck.
Right.
What I didn't get was, what I got was more questions than answers.
Right.
And I said this to you during the time of my stay, that you're not trying to give me the tools. That's not what it's about. Tools are for people that are broken and need fixing all the time. Essentially what you did was help me discover the key. And the key opened up the centre of my universe. And the centre of my universe essentially is where any of the issues or problems or thought processes that were negative were there. And with that key, I got a chance to go inside that room, sort out the mess that was in there, walk back out, lock it down and say, right, that's done, let's move on. Yeah. And that's the big difference.
Fantastic. So what would you say to someone who's sitting on the edge contemplating doing this one-on-one personal 3-day journey? What would you say from your experience, from your heart, that you'd like to share to support people to step into something like this for themselves?
Don't wait. You're literally one action away from making it happen. And that action is pick up the phone or get on the computer and just book it. Because you're only going to walk out of here with a whole lot of contentment, a sense of peace, and the answers that you've been looking for, essentially, and that's what it's all about. Otherwise, spend twice as much money going everywhere else first and then come here. And that could be a real waste of time, so just come here now. And that's a simple answer.
Anything else you'd like to share, to summarise and to complete?
Excuse me for that. A little bit of fluff. Look, I just want to say thank you. I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and as I've said that to you. I didn't know if we were going to have some motivational seminar, or I didn't know what it was going to be. But you made a comment to me, this is your journey. And in essence, that's exactly what it was. And what you did was, you simply pointed out to me the directions that I probably should have been heading in a long time ago, but I never understood it that way. You didn't tell me what to do, you didn't tell me how to do it. In essence, you gave me the ability to work it all out for myself, and you provided me with some insight that allowed me to do that, and that's priceless. So I thank you very much for that.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure indeed. Very hot. Very hot.